Hi everyone, welcome back to E-commerce Success by Ad360. Today is Google Marketing Live 2022. It's the annual event where Google announces news about their marketing and advertising products. So it's quite interesting for us marketing professionals and e-commerce business owners because it's going to tell us what's going to change, how we can adapt, what are the latest features and announcements to maximize our success online, at least with Google products. So stay tuned, I'm going to make a short video with the headlines of all the important things that were announced, and we're going to review a couple of articles from Search Engine Land that detail these updates. If you like this content, please like, comment below, subscribe to the channel, it's going to be super helpful for us. Ad360 is bringing you this video. It's the easiest way to start advertising for your Shopify store or WooCommerce store. In just one click, you can start advertising all over the web, not just on Google and social media, but on hundreds of millions of independent websites, like small blogs, news websites, and all the independent mobile apps where you can run your ads super easily. So if you want to learn more, there's a link in the description to try the free demo, 14 days free trial to give it a try. Okay, let's jump into the content. So Google Marketing Live 2022 is today. So let's review quickly the changes. So Performance Max upgrades. So they're bringing the automated campaign Performance Max. So I'm not going to detail what it is today. If you'd like to have a dedicated video on this versus a more typical form of campaigns, let me know in the comments below. But basically they're adding different goals or types of campaigns to this Performance Max. So install goals, burst campaigns for seasonal fruit traffic, experiment tools, and so on. You can read this article. All the links will be in the description below if you want to read these articles or explore a specific feature in more details. Second, YouTube short ads. So this is quite interesting. Soon you'll be able to run 1 minute long ads before or in between YouTube short videos. So YouTube short is the competitor to TikTok that lives within YouTube. So they're shorter formats video, maximum 1 minute, and it's a super popular new format that YouTube is trying to promote and democratize. And so they're adding the YouTube short ads. So if you already have some campaigns, some video action campaigns or app campaigns, then Google might automatically adapt them for the shorts, as long as they're not too long, because you need them to be less than 1 minute. Okay. Then Swipeable Shopping Ads. So there's a new display format or like a visual overall of how these shopping ads are going to appear in the search results. That's quite interesting. There's a second dedicated article. I'm not going to announce in detail. I'm not going to review in detail the announcement, but let me just show you an example. So this is the typical search results for shopping, and you have some ads that used to be exactly like the different products, and now you have this new ad format, which is bigger, takes more space, is more visual, and you can swipe. You have different products or different visuals. It's quite interesting. So they're bringing this, it's quite a big change, and if you have visual products, it might be good for you. So check it out. So product feeds for shoppable YouTube experience. So again, one more change to YouTube. So you're going to be able to have shoppable video ads on YouTube Shorts. So if you have a video on YouTube Short advertising for a product, then the viewers will be able to click on the product and get on your website and complete the purchase. I think it's super interesting, both from a monetization solution for creators, but also for e-commerce owners that want to get new forms of advertising that can be more engaging and more impactful, and at the same time provide the same type of numbers as a direct response shopping ads can get. So that's quite interesting. I'm looking forward to trying these out. So 3D models of products. So soon, let me show you again from the beginning of the video, you'll be able to see product with augmented reality so in addition to the detailed picture, you can turn around the product and then you can inject it within your space with your phone, so you can try and see how it would look like in your in your room. So that's quite an interesting feature. That's quite cool. So we don't know yet exactly what are the specs and how we're going to be able to upload a 3D model for that, but that's quite interesting. They said soon, so we don't really know when this is going to be released, but it's definitely interesting, and I think the more engaged and deep the experience is when people review the product, the more likely they might be to buy. So yeah, so sorry you couldn't see the screen, but they said soon, so we don't have a date and no additional details yet have been revealed, but quite interesting still. So Insights page, so this one in Google Ads, so the Insights page is getting a major overhaul with a focus on attribution and first-party data. So you'll see better what drove conversions, what's the the path people took, like display, search, YouTube, trying to better understand in which direction. Let me see if I can make this a bit bigger maybe. You see on the image, you see, okay, people went from display and then they saw your ad on search and then YouTube, or YouTube first and then search and display. So that's quite interesting. We don't know yet how this is going to work out, but I had a discussion yesterday with someone about attribution. It's a never-ending debate and everybody's coming up with new models for attribution. At the end of the day, it's a very complex scientific issue and sometimes even philosophical one, right? What played a bigger role in the purchasing decision? But if we can at least have more accurate data in terms of what they've seen, in what order, what was the most efficient combination, I think that's going to be a pretty interesting data set to rely upon. So I'm quite looking forward to seeing more details about that. Okay. So more insights and stuff like that. Okay. Okay, let's make the screen a bit smaller again. Okay. So the next, loyalty program ads integration. So soon you'll be able to drive loyalty signups as a new goal within your YouTube display, search, discover, Gmail, Maps, and all these other like performance max campaigns. So that's quite interesting. We don't know yet how it's going to work, but they say the details are fuzzy at this point, which is a funny way to say it. Okay, let me show you the details of fuzzy at this point, but Google said more updates are coming in the second half of 2022. This is slated for the US only. So they're first going to test this out in the US, and we'll have to see how this works out for the rest of the world. Okay, Google audiences for connected TVs. So that's quite interesting too. So we discussed recently connected TVs. I released a video on ads coming to Netflix, and they're already on different streaming services on connected TVs. That's something you can already do today. If you're interested, check it out, contact us, download the Ad360 app. But what's new with this is they're saying soon you'll be able to choose specific audiences for connected TV ad campaigns within Google Ads. So that's quite interesting. So you're going to be able to say, okay, I want to run a TV ad that's going to be on TVs, but only on connected TVs, so small TVs. But I'm only going to target certain people that have a certain interest or demographic or affinity. So I'm only going to show my ad on some TVs of certain households based on their interests or characteristics. So that's quite interesting. Lastly, checkout on merchant. So Google will be streamlining checkouts for customers that have decided what they want. So not clear yet what this means, but what's super interesting is that Google will send you directly to the buy flow from the merchant, directly from the product listing. So maybe there will be like a buy now button on the shopping listings, and you get directly to the checkout page on your merchant website, which is very cool. And so you're going to continue to own the customer and transaction, contrary to, for example, Amazon. So that's quite interesting. So they're saying in the article that it may have some drawbacks because you might have a decline in AOV if users can't browse the whole website and get directly on the product. But in my experience, this might be this might be compensated by a higher conversion rate. Usually, if you give people a choice, that's great. So maybe you'll have two options: browse the website or see the product and buy it now. I think having this additional option is a good thing. And then if you want to increase AOV, you can always do so with upsells and then continuing the relationship over email and then with retargeting and other marketing methods. So this is quite interesting to me. It's currently a closed pilot, and Google is working to expand and move towards the general availability in the coming months. So we don't really have a release date just yet, but quite interesting. So a bunch of different updates for the checkouts, connected TVs, analytics, insights, attribution, products in AR, YouTube Shorts, shoppable videos on YouTube, and updates to Performance Max campaign. So quite a lot of news. So that's quite interesting. Tell me below if you'd like a more detailed analysis of some of these changes. I'm sure starting tomorrow, so the event is today, so we may have more analysis and more details afterwards, some interviews with the Google team. Right now, before the event, of course, they can't talk too much because they want to make all the announcements on the big stage, but maybe after the event that we'll receive additional information. We can do a deeper dive in some of these topics. So if you have a certain need or interest or something's not clear, feel free to use the comments below to tell us what you'd like to see next, and I'd be super happy to analyze this news. Have a great day. Wish you a lot of success. Bye.